Hi, Phil Iverson here. This video is about LLC tax returns and in general about how the LLCs themselves work. I did make a previous LLC video this year, but there are so many people nowadays that have chosen to form an LLC. For that reason, I make the second video. Now, here in Illinois, an LLC is about $150 to form. That is a considerable amount down from, it used to be actually $500. One of the former mayors, I believe it was Emmanuel, he lowered the fee to make the door open a little bit easier for the very small business owner. Now, when you file an LLC, remember to file your annual report because it is a requirement, and to keep all legal aspects of the LLC intact. Now, a single member LLC, a one owner, by default, for tax purposes, they fill out a form, a Schedule C, a profit and loss from a business. And that's an awfully nice, simple way to handle things. As well, a very big item is this 20% income exclusion for tax purposes. This was put in place a few years ago, and it's a whopper. That means if you make, let's say $100,000, you're going to have 20% of that, $20,000 that's excluded from income. Now, if you choose to be a C corporation, you're not going to get that deduction. So just be aware of that. And there may be very good reasons for being a C Corp, probably too many to get into in this one video, but it is something to remember. Now, if you form an LLC with your spouse, and you're both members, owners, so to speak, the form that is used for that tax return is a partnership return. It's a Form 1065. And the same is true if any other partners, unless you opt to be a corporation or an S corporation. Now, you can file a piece of paper that will make you a regular corporation, going through the LLC route, and then from there you can opt to be an S corporation. And I know this is all a little bit technical jargon. In videos, as much as I can, I try to keep it as simple and easy to understand. But these are the aspects for tax purposes. Many people use these S corporations to get around some of the Social Security tax. With an S corporation, you are required, as an owner-operator or a shareholder, you are required to pay yourself a salary on a W-2 form, and the salary must be reasonable. But aside from that, if you're making $50, $60, even $70,000 just on your salary, the Social Security, that you can pay the rest of your income out in the form of a pass-through to your personal tax return. Now, that's one consideration. Also, on a C corporation, First, the company makes whatever profit they make, they have to pay corporate income tax, followed by later, if you want to draw money out, the owners, the shareholders, want to draw money out, that they then have to pay dividend income on their personal tax returns. So that is a double taxation. Those would be some of the very top high points in the LLC area. There are some other nuances. When you're filing these tax returns, there is a ton of questions on them. Also this year, this coming up, especially in 2022, the IRS is getting very picky about monies being paid out to people and the reporting for them. Remember, if you have folks you're paying, independent contractors, and you're paying 1099s to, they're required to be filed if they're over, I believe it's $600. And on many of the tax returns, the corporate returns in particular, the corporate return asks you, they said, did you have anybody that you should have paid a 1099 to? And then they go further. Then they say, if so, did you file the 1099? And they're getting a little funny about this. As time has gone on, more and more, they want this reporting to be done. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, I recently heard that some of these apps, PayPal and Zelle and maybe a couple others, if somebody gets more than $600 from those apps, they're going to get a 1099. And then you have to answer that. How much was profit? Did you have a cost basis to you on something that was sold? For many years now, the merchant accounts, the credit card companies that you process your credit cards through, that they pay you money, many years now they've been filing documents as to how much they pay you. So these are some of the items to consider. Anyway, without going into lengthy discussions on the bookkeeping aspects, the accounting, if you will, these are the highlights. And good luck with your businesses. Hope you make a lot of money and do some good service in the community. But until next time, Phil Iverson here in Chicago. Be well.